bigger concern, though, and this does affect the mayor and the mayor's powers peripherally, is I'm not so much concerned about that, but British citizens being deported to America. And here we agree. I don't think any British citizen should be deported for trial in America because their judicial system is brutal, their prison system is inhumane. If they've committed a crime, they should be tried here in British courts. We agree.
Now that I agree with.
And I know that's something that you both agree on. I know, Boris, you've also spoken out about this.
Yeah.
So what can be done to change things?
Well, I think there needs to be a full review of the 2003 Act, because I think it's patently lopsided. It acts as a kind of mechanism that propels our citizens from London over to the United States without the proper production of the kind of evidence that you would expect. And in the case of Babar, if there was a crime committed, I say if there was a crime committed, then it was committed in this country. Now, we have a judiciary here, don't we? A long-standing one. We have an honourable system of trial by jury, don't we? There's absolutely no reason why this gentleman should not be produced before the courts, arraigned and asked to answer for whatever his crimes are. Why on earth we are sending him to America? I simply have no idea. Well, I do have an idea. I think the Blunkett extradition treaty was badly drawn up. It needs to be reviewed, and Babar is, of course, not the only injustice of that kind.
So to both of you, then, what would you specifically do as Mayor of London to bring about that change?
Well, I have lobbied for a review of the arrangements which have affected not just Mr. Ahmed, but several other UK citizens. And they may. The key point here is that some of them may very well be guilty of what it is suggested that they have done. And I'm thinking of some of the financiers. It was pretty obvious after a while that they'd been up to no good. But insofar as they committed crimes, they committed crimes in the UK. Now, it just seemed to me to be pathetic, humiliating for this country that has a tradition of the rule of law and protection of its citizens, that we should be exporting them for trial in America. Absolutely pathetic.
So I think
I think there is a common problem. That with the exception of Edward Heath, who was Prime Minister from 70 to 74, British Prime Ministers, Labour and Tory, are all too eager to curry favour with American presidents, and that's why you got this ghastly treaty. And I would just like to see British Prime Ministers putting British interests ahead of those of the United States of America. They cuddle up to American presidents almost as much as they cuddle up to Rupert Murdoch.
So I think we have a specific commitment from both of you to lobby on that issue.
Lobby hard, both of us.
Okay, let's move on.